Are you ready to take your investment game to the next level? Introducing Digital Investor, your ultimate guide to mastering the digital marketplace. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, Digital Investor brings you cutting-edge game theoretical strategies, expert insights, and real-time tips and tactics to analyze, evaluate, invest and grow your wealth. Don't miss out on the digital revolution. Visit www.nickblacknex.com and start your journey with Digital Investor today.
So many comments. How will we get through all of them? How will we do it?
Oh, good day. Let's just keep doing it.
Do we have any do you want to get to the housekeeping, and then I'm gonna actually get my cat off of the cabinet right now.
Yeah. Turn the music down just a skosh. There we go. Here's what we're doing. Today we got a lot of stuff to go over today. But we'll do that later. As far as node market and any thing going on over there, we're really hoping to finish the DApp for the pools this week. But we can actually turn that on whenever we want, but there just won't be a DApp. So we want the dashboard to be ready first. And because we're working through some other things on node market, it's just taking a little bit longer than we thought always. And so we're hopefully going to get that done this week. And then I would just say go watch the tech videos before you email a question. If like you have a question, there's probably a tech video for it now. So that's it.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, I got some cool news, just news, general crypto news, but we wanted to definitely try to get through and say hello to some people. Maybe I'll start in reverse. If I start in reverse, then no one will know if I got to the top or not. No one will ever know.
That's right.
Do you have any cool Thanksgiving plans?
Everybody's just coming over to the place. You know, we're gonna go. It's my family's year, and so we take turns every other year, obviously. And so it's my family's year. They're all coming over. We'll do the whole feast.
What is the main food component of said feast?
Ham, obviously. Nobody does turkey anymore. That's a thing of the past because we all realize that turkey doesn't actually taste that good.
It's not good.
We do ham, and then what we do, and don't tell anybody that comes, is because we still have some of the other generations that like turkey. Okay, so what we do is we go to Costco, get the rotisserie chicken, we cut it up the night before, we put it on a platter that's in the shape of a turkey.
People think it's turkey.
They still don't know it's not turkey. This is going for 4 years now.
And they probably love it. They're like, this is the best
This is
turkey.
the best. Yep, that's exactly what they say. This is the most moist best turkey we've ever had.
And it also doesn't make me feel like I have to fall asleep at the wheel while I'm driving home.
That's right. That is right. 100%. So it's a win-win. Yep. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, Kendall and I are gonna probably get our own little snacks. We haven't decided yet, but all these restaurants cater Thanksgiving meals.
That's cool.
So why would we bulldog it in the kitchen and try to make our own crap?
You wouldn't. Nobody would.
No.
That's how you go to Costco and buy chickens.
Don't make no
like
damn
turkeys.
Snips.
That's right.
Does the pool pay out daily? The pool. Well, there's lots of pools. The pool you're probably talking about, the Hypercycle pool for having node factories. No. It pays out like the NFTs pay out monthly. Isn't that right?
So it accrues actually by every single block it accrues, but you can cash out whenever you want.
You could.
Yeah.
Technically it's Blockly. It's Blockly.
Yeah, Blockly. This is something that we just want to reward everybody that's in a node factory. And this is good. It's to combat the gas that you pay to get in node factories. It's going to be asymmetrical. No, that's not the right word. It's going to inversely correlate to compute when compute starts.
It'll be inversely proportionate to payouts from compute, so that what will happen is we will slowly sunset the node factory pool payouts as the revenue for compute goes higher?
Donna, this is such a funny question because they have gravy packets. You know this, right? You don't need turkey fat to make the gravy anymore.
Come on,
Did you know that we've evolved past this? Come on, Donna.
This is like holiday rookie status here. Donna's like, that's the holiday food equivalent of, can I give someone my private keys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So what do we got?
Turkeys are awesome. I knew this one guy. I'll tell you a real quick story and then we'll get on to the goods. I knew this guy who he might or might not have fought for a rebel organization in Colombia. Anyway, he was back in America and he was reformed under a different name and all this. But he told me, he was telling me about, he was a soccer player actually, like a world-class soccer player. That's how I met him. And he said, the most dangerous things are those wild turkeys. He goes, they are brave.
Interesting.
He said, ellos son bravos. Ellos son bravos. They are brave.
Yeah, funny story about turkey. When I was in Romania, we wanted to grow our own turkey for Thanksgiving. So we went to the farmer's market. We bought one, but we don't have like a yard or anything to put the turkey in. So we actually put it in the attic. And so we'd go up in the attic and feed the turkey.
Jesus.
By the time Thanksgiving came around, it didn't actually fatten up very much. Anyway,
we're gonna talk Cardano. Cardano's actually part of the news that we're gonna talk about. So here's what we're gonna do. There's some good news. Well, I don't know, good. There's some news that will have you giggling. The first one, of course, Cardano snubbed. Ooh, okay. So everybody knows that. You guys know, right, that Wyoming is like kind of Charles's main hub. He's there all the time. He's petitioning. He's talking to people. He's man about town, And so, if anybody really understands how awesome Charles is and the merit of Cardano, it would be Wyoming. Well, anyway, apparently Cardano was snubbed for the Wyoming stablecoin project, and Hoskinson now hints at legal action. You won't let me play on your flag football team? I'm going to get my dad to sue you. Wyoming excludes Cardano and its Midnight project. Now, this is interesting. It's one thing that they would say, okay, not Midnight because it's a privacy token and we don't want to mess with it. But the fact that they snubbed Cardano and Midnight, because remember, Charles was distancing himself from Midnight. Oh, well, it's not really us. Anyway, so they snubbed both projects from its state-backed stablecoin development shortlist. So it's over. He doesn't have a chance. He's not going to be considered. Done. Like, done deal. Anyway, Charles Hoskinson criticizes the process as opaque and potentially influenced by Ethereum ties. Charles, buddy, you were one of the co-founders of Ethereum. So maybe they just don't like you, Charles. Anyway, Hoskinson hints, you know what they're saying? They're like, are we going to let that one rich guy that has an attack helicopter and elephants and fucking space rocks, are we going to let him in? They're like, hell no. Like, leave that guy out on his farm. Anyway, Hoskinson hints at possible legal action and warns of political consequences. Yeah, thing is, Charles, you don't have any political connections. The old spam bot. Anyway, founder Charles Hoskinson of the Cardano project responds to Wyoming's decision to exclude Cardano and its privacy-focused Midnight project from the short list of blockchains for the state's official stablecoin development. In a recent announcement, you know what, that is weird that they don't like him. They do not like him because Cardano's a legit blockchain. It's not like a junk project. It is a legit layer 1. But Charles is the problem. That's got to be what this is. What do you think, Brandon?
Oh, 100%.
It's Charles.
I think Wyoming's a little smarter than people let on. Don't give Wyoming any crap, man. There's
well,
out there.
Wait a minute. Well, let me read you the short list before you say that.
Oh crap. I basically live in, I'm like 40 miles, 50 miles from the border, Wyoming.
So
anyway, go ahead.
Wyoming Stablecoin Token Commission, the commission, announced its selection of blockchains for the state's inaugural stablecoin project. And now, after I read you this list of tokens that's been excluded, you might go, the ones that are included, then you might go, oh God. So the short list includes
not
Solana,
XRP.
Solana.
Okay.
Solana, we can't give you 5 blocks in a row, Solana. Avalanche, who, when we don't get our way, we get our lawyers to try to smear you. Avalanche. Sui, we shut our shit down for 2 hours on the weekend, no big deal. Stellar, no one uses us. Stellar.
Wait, Stellar's still around?
Yeah. Ethereum, along with layer 2s like Polygon, Arbitrum, Base, and Optimism. Cardano was notably absent from this list. Yeah, I'd say. Also, I think
that's not that bad of a list. I mean, honestly,
Sui,
as long as okay, but as long as it doesn't include XRP and Cardano, I think I'm good.
Avalanche.
Solana's been great for adoption. Besides the whole pump.fun mess this weekend, I think we're good.
God.
I don't know how that has not been taken over by the government yet, or banned in 90 countries yet, but whatever.
I'm gonna tell you this. Pump.fun, the live broadcasting thing, that's going away within the week, I'll bet you.
Oh yeah. It has now 96% on Polymarket that it'll be shut down in the US by the end of the year, which I think that's fair because of that.
I think it's shut off by the end of the week. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. Oh shit, it's holiday week. Okay, 1 week out. Anyway, Cardano was notably absent from the list, as was Cosmos. That is weird. I would think Cosmos would be on there.
Yeah, Cosmos is solid.
Yeah. Anyway,
love me some Cosmos.
Which I wonder if Tron's going to sue because he was, come on. Which raised eyebrows, particularly given Wyoming's supposed close ties to Hoskinson and his blockchain initiatives. The exclusion of Cardano has drawn sharp criticism from Hoskinson, who took his football and went home. Who accused the selection process of lacking transparency and fairness. He slams the decision and he hints at legal action. So I'm just going to read his tweet, and then we'll just read into that. Charles said, "We're evaluating and may consider litigation." Well, that's not hinting. That's not hinting. It's just straight. If I say, Brandon, I may sue you. I'm evaluating, and I may consider litigation. I'm hinting at it. It's not like I might make some calls to some people. That's hinting at it. Anyway, the process was opaque. It didn't involve vendors building proofs of concept to demonstrate functionality, and established by an unelected bureaucrat who was hired from the Ethereum ecosystem. So if he was in the Ethereum ecosystem, then he hates Charles. And this might just be a personal vendetta. And that's, Charles, why I'm not in government. Because there's probably people that don't like me and would do things like this, and I would be mad just like you, Charles. But guess what? I don't pretend to be in government, and you do. Anyway, this is the rest of his tweet. His quote. It's a deeply disturbing and frankly black eye for a state that has been so committed to doing things right for our industry. We don't forget these things, especially during election. Oh, we don't. What do you mean we? Charles, the we is you. You don't forget these things. No one woke up this morning angry.
He's acting like he has so much power too.
No one woke up angry like, what? You hear what they did to Charles? This is bullshit, man. No one gives a shit, Charles. Anyway,
get back in your ice bath, Charles.
Yeah, exactly, man. Go make woolly mammoths in your backyard. Okay. You remember the guy that kind of single-handedly just dismantled Grayscale and then got fired?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Former CEO Michael Sonnensheim.
Okay, I remember.
Okay, cool. Guess what company he just joined as an advisor?
Is that good or bad? Do we want to dump our Aptos now or not?
Yeah, that's anyway, the former CEO of the shit show known as Grayscale has joined Aptos Labs as an advisor alongside OpenAI's chief product officer, Kevin Weil. I mean, here's what I'm going to say. The OpenAI bit They buried the lead. Who gives a shit about Sonnenschein? It's the OpenAI bit that I think is actually kind of interesting, because you thinking what I'm thinking? Anyway, Michael Sonnenschein, the former CEO of Grayscale Investments, has joined Aptos Labs as an advisor alongside OpenAI Chief Product Officer Kevin Weil. Aptos Labs said it will harness Sonnenschein's knowledge to bring more traditional financial institutions to the network. Here's what they're going to do. They're going to be like, this is their in-house Kramer. They're going to be like, hey, Michael. They'll be like, beep, Michael, would you go left or right out of the parking lot? Brandon, you be Michael. You be Michael.
Wait. Oh, left. Wait, what? Left? What?
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Attention all staff. Go right out of the parking lot. Go right out of the parking lot. So,
okay.
Anyway, I guess
they
said they're going to harness his knowledge. He fucked off the biggest fund in history. Well, he screwed Grayscale so bad that their old commercials are now, what is the word when you lie in your commercials? False advertising?
Jaguar. Wait, what? Hold on.
Oh yeah, God, did you see that weird ad with that creepy guy?
Who didn't?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so good for them. I don't know, man. I think the OpenAI thing is cool. They kind of like balance each other out. How do you take a guy who failed a huge company and then but then you start thinking, well, when they replaced Michael, did anything change at Grayscale? And the answer is no, because they did the same thing on the Ethereum fund. So then you realize it wasn't Michael. And then you start thinking, wait a minute, let's game this out. What if Michael was the only one pushing back? That's why they bumped him, because they continued the same bullshit strategy. And they continued to hemorrhage, and they continue to hemorrhage as of this day. So what if we got it all wrong? What if Michael was the one voice of reason and the rest of those assholes that don't know anything about crypto really were so dead set on just collecting fees because they think anyone in crypto is a fucking idiot. So they just like, we'll grind them, screw them, we'll take the fees. What do you think? Could we be wrong about Michael? Could this be a reverse Kramer?
Could you imagine? Reverse Kramer?
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just going to seed that. Could this actually be good for Aptos? And do we have Michael wrong? Remember, not all Michaels are Michael Saylor.
Okay.
So let's just put that in our pipe and smoke it. Okay, Sui, which has a big unlock coming later this week, but so does a bunch of companies have big unlocks. Solana has a massive unlock. Massive.
Sui's just its normal unlock, right?
Yeah. Cardano has a big one. I mean, not Cardano. Cardano has a little one that they have their normal one. Solana has a big one.
How much is Solana's?
Oh, it's shit.
Let's see if I can look it up real quick. I'm curious.
40 or 50 million tokens, I thought.
That's quite a bit.
It's a bit.
We're gonna be honest.
It's a bit.
That makes sense.
Okay. Anyway, Sui adds Bitcoin integration. Did you hear about this?
No.
Well, I guess Sui's doing pretty good, even though, yes, it has sold off, but it moved really, really fast and then sold off a bit this last week while everything else kind of caught up, which is fine. The Bitcoin integration to Sui. So what it looks like is Bitcoin is integrated to Sui. It comes from a company called Babylon Labs and the Lombard protocol, but it allows Bitcoin liquidity to onboard into the Sui ecosystem, into Sui's, DeFi, whatever the truck that looks like. I don't know what their DeFi promise of the premise is, but that's interesting. Optimism has an unlock as well, but it's just not a big one. It's not a giant one. Anyway, the collateral asset that Lombard protocol uses is LBTC. It allows Bitcoin holders to take part in Sui's DeFi ecosystem. So instead of holding, I hate that word. Instead of holding their BTC, they can make it work for them. This opens the floodgates to $1.9 trillion of liquidity. Well, no, it doesn't. There's no universe where all Bitcoin goes across SUI. That's stupid. But it does open the door to some liquidity from a non-EVM chain. And that's an interesting move. So you can see LBTC as Lombard's version of Coinbase BTC, which you saw that Coinbase is getting rid of Wrap BTC, right?
Yes, because they want to use their own product, right?
Well, and that wasn't just, it's not just that. There was some speculation that a lot of Wrap Bitcoin is backed by Tron. And that's a little bit, I mean, anything that Justin Sun touches is mostly likely to light on fire and die. So yeah. Anyway, so Wrap BTC for BitCo, which is getting unwound at Coinbase, so that the main Coinbase Bitcoin proxy asset will be Coinbase BTC. So they're pegged 1-to-1, although I don't know how that part's a little sticky, because you'd have to know that the stable coins were legit. I guess my thing is, you can peg Bitcoin to any stable coin. You have to know that the stable coin that you're pegged to, or the stable coin that you're getting funded in, is without its own faults. Like, I don't know, there's a kind of like, that's a loose daisy chain. But anyway, Coinbase BTC introduces BTC to various chains like Ethereum, Base, and Solana. Wrap Bitcoin does the same for EVM chains. So now you would have LBTC for, I would guess not just SUI, but also Aptos, any of the Move blockchains, right? When you think, or Move based.
Yeah.
It shows that many networks appear eager to introduce Bitcoin's liquidity into their DeFi ecosystems. I'm going to say this, at least right now, people aren't going to be deploying Bitcoin into these weird projects. And it's only new. It's new, so it's weird. But I do not think that people that are holding big sums of Bitcoin are going to trust it to any of these things. Like, why would you put? I still don't even understand what Coinbase Bitcoin, CB Bitcoin.
No,
why?
I don't see the reason for that at all.
Now, if
I never did.
Now, if Coinbase offered a yield on that,
that'd be worth it.
We'll give you 2.5%, 3%. You say, well, okay,
well, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Now we have a discussion. But just having the asset, and I know that the people at Coinbase know, they know this, and I'm sure there are plans and designs. My guess is Coinbase, in addition to wanting to become a full service bank and lender, because that's the goal, right? I believe they want to have options clearing. They want to have all sorts of stuff like that. And they're just waiting to make sure they can roll these things out next year with a new SEC. By the way, one of the other SEC douchebags, he just happens to be a Democrat. Apparently he will be stepping down a few days before Gary Gensler. He's like, well, if Gary's going, I'm going. Good, fuck off. No one likes you either. Go.
Well, Janet Yellen's leaving too, right?
Yeah. Oh, sorry to see her go. I guess. No more. No, there'll never be another recession. Yellen found herself at the bottom of a little house clearing. Anyway, okay. So Babylon stakers will be able to earn LBTC that is minted natively on the SUI blockchain. This is where I get a little suspicious.
Don't love it.
How is it pegged if you mint it? But you're not mint.
It needs to be held in treasury, or it needs to be purchased, swapped, right? So SUI needs to hold this stuff, right?
So I don't understand, how would you mint LBTC if LBTC is simply a proxy asset of BTC? I guess I'm a little bit suspicious of that part. I think there's a lot in there that's not clear to someone as dumb as me. Anyway, Bitcoiners can now make their Bitcoin work for them. It can create passive streams of income. It allows Bitcoin holders to participate in DeFi without selling their Bitcoin. Well, you are technically selling it. You're selling your Bitcoin for a wrapped Bitcoin asset. If we're being, it's an FX swap. That is a form of a sale. LBTC is an LST, which is a liquid staking token. So its function is a little bit different than wrap tokens. So wrap tokens are a wrapped version of the original. They represent these original tokens or coins. This allows them to be on a different chain. Like CBBTC is a wrapped version of Bitcoin on Ethereum, Base, or Solana. On the other hand, LBTC is a liquid staking token. So it's slightly different. It's a wrapped token. However, it represents your crypto on a proof of stake chain. So in this case, Babylon offers proof of stake system access to staking capital from Bitcoin. So these can be, they could spin up new blockchains, layer 1s and layer 2s and roll ups and all this kind of stuff. I guess it's just another way for Bitcoin people to try DeFi, I guess, because dim gains aren't enough so far. And then there's the whole wrap token versus bridge token thing. And that's simply saying, like, there are also bridge tokens. So you have wrap tokens, you have liquid staking tokens, and you have bridged tokens. So for example, you have BTCB on BNB, which is it's a Bitcoin on BNB, but it's a bridge token. So wrap tokens need a custodian. And as long as they're transparent and show, that they have the required collateral, everything's good, you trust the custodian. In this case, it turns out to be a safer option compared to a bridged asset that might appear on like the Binance chain. So bridge tokens can be exposed to hacks, because if the bridge gets hacked, you lose your shit. It's that simple. And we've seen this happen a lot of times. So having a liquid staking token version, LBTC on Sui, is a good move. Get it? The blockchain. That's a double entendre. Because it could open a bunch of opportunities like Sui. Now, this part I do like. Sui Lend. So let's say you have your Bitcoin and you want to borrow against it, and you don't want to take an income tax hit. Remember, there's no tax on debt. So I'm not telling anyone to do this. I'm saying in the future, you might go to Sui Lend or something like that, or I think Coinbase. That's probably what the main goal of this is for Coinbase, is to get into lending. But anyway, you would go to Sui Lend and similar lending and borrowing platforms on Sui or whatever, and you could lend and borrow against your liquid Bitcoin and get stablecoin for that, and then push that back, take that cash out. You ain't spent nothing, bro. However, this is a form of leverage, because if you borrow, don't reinvest the money you borrowed, man. You want to go pay off some debt? Do that. You want to go whatever, buy a goddamn Cloud City. You could get Clown City too, but Cloud City, go do it. But anyway, so there's that. Whew. Boy, we just went on an adventure, did we not? Should we get behind the wall and then talk about what's really going down with these Mercados?
Sure. It's Mercados.
I was telling you, I got a trade in right before the show started. I got a trade in.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
There's another vote.
Sneaky trades.
There's another Jupiter vote.
Yeah, this is the biggest vote in history. We got to talk about this. Yeah,
today.
Right now?
This
is an actual important one. I don't think it's going to pass.
What?
Yeah, right now. We have 4 days.
Okay, we got to talk about
4 days to vote for it, kids. Come on.
Okay, so let's get behind this wall right here, and we got stuff to talk about. Do we not? We do.
The Jupiter vote's big.
Yeah.
Going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients. If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information. It's all designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.
Little upbeat